Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. Beating the heat. I ain't going out there, man. It's about 98 to 100 degrees out there. I figured I'd give myself a day off, man. And yeah, still want to give you guys some kind of content. So this is me doing that. I actually feel like being out there, but feeling that heat breezing through here, I'll take a day off. I'll take a day off. But yeah, man. So Lakers, man. Stepping my head into Laker territory in regards to what we're talking about. And I think the one thing that's on my mind at the moment is just looking forward to the team's summer league today against the Miami Heat, about 3 hours from now. Hopefully our team can put together some cohesive basketball. We have not looked very cohesive to me. Defensively specifically, it's been scary bad. And, you know, I mean, it's the summer league, guys. Most of the guys that are on this team are not expected to get major minutes with our team, if even make the team at all. But we do have about 3 guys or 4 guys on the summer league thing that I would love to pay attention to a little further, because I know they will be on the team. So, obviously, Dalton Knecht and Henson and Traore, of whom I found out Traore's brother is going to be one of the top picks very soon, if not next year or the year after that. So keep an eye open for that last name, Traore, because this is a Wagner type situation where we got Mo, and then his little brother, who's supposed to be significantly better than him, is coming into the league. This is the same exact situation. We got the Mo Wagner Traore, the big dog Traore's on the way. So that's interesting to me. I didn't know that until very recently. But nevertheless, I'm excited about Traore. I think he's going to be a nice player for us on the regular team. You know, as the path would have it, of course, he has a lot of roadblocks to try to be a regular player. He's going to be on a two-way, so he'll do some G League. But I think his path is NBA. I'm pretty damn certain he's a NBA player, and the motor just has to continue to be there, you know, as he's been showing it. Speaking of motor, we're obviously seeing the Miami Heat today, and because of it, we know that we're going to be seeing Kel'el Ware, whose motor has been on, you know, the line. People have been talking about whether or not his motor is really strong, but he's been killing it in the summer league these last couple of games, having double-doubles with 20-plus points. So I think that it's going to be a sight to see for our Lakers to try to slow him down, since he's been somewhat of a superstar in the summer league. So all eyes will be there on Castleton and Traore and whoever else is out there trying to guard this man and have some success out there, slow him down a little bit. But since we've been so bad defensively, so bad really, period, I don't really expect us to play well, but I hope we can kind of get it together, man. The guys had a practice yesterday from what I understand, and it's been 2 days since they played. So hopefully we can see some progress. Dalton Knecht, you know, those guys get kind of at least some confidence as a unit exiting this California Classic. I'm not sure if this is the last game of this California Classic. I do believe there may be one more game, and then we will start the main summer league directly after that. But yeah, I know that we haven't seen the Chinese national team, so I think that would probably be the last game. I think everybody plays everybody, but I'm not really sure how that works. So yeah, man, we get Miami today, and it's gonna be a test to our guys to try to slow down that lengthy Kel'el Ware, man. So that's what's on my mind. The game starts at 7 o'clock p.m. I think Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. I believe that's how that goes. Check for yourselves to make sure. But the game is today, somewhere in that 4 o'clock hour, and hopefully this is better basketball, man. Those first 2 games were very, very, very unwatchable. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I watched the first one. The second one I saw highlights of, and it just wasn't very good. But you know, more basketball means more opportunities to get it right, more opportunities to get more familiar with being the pro, and all the different things that our young guys are gonna have to just ultimately get used to. So it's summer league, man. It's not the end of the world if they're not exactly world beaters, but at the same time, we definitely want them to give us something to watch, give us something that's not horrible to look at, literally. So that's going to be tasked upon all the players and the coaching staff of helping those guys do that. So we'll see how that pans out. As far as everything else, man, you know, one thing I'm paying attention to, of course, is the USA team. Kawhi Leonard bowed out, said his knee was starting to act up, and they've replaced him with One of the green dudes, man. They got 3 Celtics on the team. The latest one is, what's that guy's name? Now my mind is going blank on his name. White. So we'll deal with more Celtic energy on the team. I don't know why Derek White is being chosen over some of the other guys like Kyrie Irving, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson. I think it might be for fit, maybe more so politics with a couple of those names we know can be a bit on the edgy side. I think Jaylen Brown has probably said some things or done some things that make people say, I don't know if he's going to be a little political out there representing our team. Maybe he'll do something that makes the powers that be a little uncomfortable with everything that's going on in the world. They don't want anybody that can demonstrate against what their views may be, or maybe rile up people into thinking that the NBA is trying to make some political point of view or statement through these players. I don't know. It feels that's what it would be in regards to maybe Kyrie and Jaylen Brown, to be honest with you. They did give Jaylen Brown, or he earned, but they gave him the Finals MVP and, of course, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. So you would think he would be in the good favor of everyone, but they let his teammate take over the role, and it just seems like, if you want a two-way super USA guy, you would bring in Jaylen Brown over his teammate Derek White, even though Derek White is a nice two-way guy who can play the guard position. From what I understand, we already have 5 guards, so Jaylen Brown could probably be a bigger two-way player that could potentially play more roles than Derek White. So I just thought that was a little bit of a head scratcher. They can always make the excuse that they don't want to bring in Kyrie Irving because of his lack of defense. So they can always say, well, it was a pure basketball decision because he's not really a two-way player, that kind of thing. But I don't know what this situation would be with Jalen Brunson. It seems to me Jalen Brunson should have been given that opportunity just off the strength of everything surrounding him, turning into basically the biggest player in one of the biggest markets. His unique style of play, he's not a defensive liability from what I've seen. So I'm kind of surprised they went the Derek White route over Jalen Brunson. Maybe not as surprised to see them kind of snub Kyrie and Jaylen Brown, though. But Jalen Brunson, I didn't understand that, having him not be there when someone exits. Especially a forward like Kawhi, you would think they would probably want another forward coming in. Maybe bringing in Jaylen Brown makes the most sense in that way. So I don't doubt that Derek White can do a hell of a job with the two-way ability that he has, being connective as he is, hitting shots and stuff like that. Derek White is nice. But I just felt like there was a lot of more qualified names that people are also bringing up, not just me, that you just wonder what the NBA's thoughts were when passing over those names for Derek White. And is it recency bias since he was an NBA champion? Is it pro-Celtics or something like that? Because obviously you got 3 Celtics in there now, none of which are Jaylen Brown. I don't know. But as a Laker fan, seeing so many Celtics representing the USA basketball kind of takes it away from me, to be honest with you. It's hard to root for them. We got 2 Lakers in there, Bron and AD, but it's 3 Celtics on the damn team. How much do I actually want to see them succeed? That's a real question for me as a Laker fan. But, I don't watch too much. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I haven't watched Team USA over the last couple of times the Olympics has gone by. I haven't really been watching like that. I'm kind of against the idea that players are going to be playing more basketball in the summertime, potentially getting hurt. I've kind of been turned off by it ever since I saw the Paul George injury live. That was kind of the exodus for me from the enthusiasm of watching Olympic play. Once his leg snapped the way it did, I was like, oh no more of this. Not to say that I don't appreciate people representing their countries and all of that, but as an NBA fan, a solely tunnel vision NBA fan, I don't see it really being something that I'm happy about. Sending my players out to play extra basketball when they should be recovering. I don't like it. So that's been my point of view for a while now, but it means a lot to the players, as I've said many times. It means a lot to fans in general, and I think I'm in a minority when I say I'm not too enthusiastic about it. A lot of times they're playing against lesser talent, potentially getting hurt, going up against random countries that they blow out by like 50. I just doesn't do it for me. It really doesn't. I think the world has gotten a lot better though. Teams like France, obviously exciting. Argentina, a couple Olympics ago, were huge. You got to pay attention to some of these teams with a different level of respect, because the world has just simply gotten better. And so when it comes to that, I think the competition will be better in general. But we're sending out all our guys, some of our best guys, and you run the risk of them getting hurt. That's what it really comes down to. You run the risk of you building your team with the intention of having a certain timeline, and your best players out there running around in the summertime playing high-level basketball. Try to overkill the rest of the world as it pertains to these scores. A lot of it just doesn't really do it for me. I respect that people love it, but I just don't see it really. But nevertheless, that's what it is, man. So hopefully for me, I'm just rooting for good health and for a swift gold medal for our country, and then get back here in the best shape of your lives, ready for another long schedule, 82 games. I think it does a great job of giving guys continuity and familiarity with one another. So it makes for a different level of competition throughout the course of the season when guys have played with one another and have a certain synergy. It could potentially tamper and dream up super teams of the future and pairings of the future when these guys play with one another in these situations. So I like that for the guys to a degree. But yeah, that's pretty much my take on that. USA, I don't know when they play, but I personally would have chosen Jaylen Brown to replace Kawhi Leonard. That's what I will say. I just think for size, it just makes more sense. If I'm going to be losing a forward of that type of size, I'm bringing another forward of that size, and that's just how I see it. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much my thought on things, man. It ain't really too much to it. I'm pretty sure we'll comment on the NBA Summer League game today, the Lakers Summer League game. If it's even remotely tolerable to watch, we will discuss it. But otherwise, I really don't have a whole lot to say. These are the absolute dog days of summer, and it's only going to get more dogged as the month progresses, and the months ahead, until we get to basically the end of September, when we really have a lot to say about basketball and start seeing some basketball that is of the NBA level. So yeah, man, for those of you who are excited about the Olympics, that'll carry you over. But this summer league so far hasn't really done it for me. So which hopefully it gets better today, man. I'm looking forward to seeing our guys put up a better show. And staying healthy is always key, man. That's the main thing for summer league and Olympic alike. So that's pretty much what I have to say. My name is BDF44. I thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.